It's almost 2 in the morning. On the M25, the driver of a stolen Fiat is trying to shake off the traffic police.
The vehicle is a Punto involved in number plate swapping, eastbound on the M25.
Unaware that 1,000 feet above, a police helicopter has him on its thermal imaging camera.
After the next junction, there is a left.
The car thief has 2 passengers, a man and a woman. He's been chased through 2 counties, Hertfordshire and Essex to this point.
MP 99. Yeah, MP India 99. It's a decamp. Just to the west. 3 decampers.
This housing estate in East London is where all 3 live and where they hope to hide.
Yeah, received India 99. Continue, ambulance.
Tonight, London Sky Cops are put under pressure by potential new recruits who I'm sure they want to fly.
Oh God, that's awful.
And by petrol bombing rioters who aren't what they seem. In East London, the 2 men and a woman who ran away from the stolen Fiat have managed to lose the police officers who were chasing them, but they haven't lost the Sky Cops.
MP India 99 are now on the Canal path, which goes underneath.
One of the fugitives has previous convictions for theft and burglary. Rear seat air observer PC Chard is now in command of the effort to catch all 3.
Looking out the window, it was in total darkness. In fact, you couldn't even see it was a canal. It was just pitch black. But from the camera, you could see where they were.
Yeah, let's go along the canal path.
And you could see where they were running towards.
India 99 receiving ambulance. Yeah, MP India 99. They've now made their way up towards the locks at the end of Nellick Street. I need units, please, to go to the far end of the Nellick Street.
They went to ground by the canal bank, by that garden there. That gives us a bit of time to look at the map and decide, okay, how are we going to contain this and get units to it.
Right, I've got 2 PCs on the canal tow path. Can you acknowledge India 99? Yeah, okay. If you look towards our location, you'll see a block of 4 houses together. To the right-hand side, you may see 2 cars parked up facing inwards.
The fugitives are being surrounded, but still PC Chard wants more. He's determined that all 3 will be caught.
You'll buy the 2 vehicles now. Don't go too far forward. I want to get this area contained because it's going to run. They're about 30 or 40 feet in the bushes, and beyond them is a canal. If you can contain either side before you go in.
It's important to put yourself in the position of the PCs. They're running in the dark, they can't see where they're going, they haven't got the bigger picture. In my experience, they're happy to let us guide them in and take control of the situation.
The officers that have just gone round to the right and overlooking the river. To your left you should see a tree overhanging the river, and they are under that tree. Over.
It's in the PC's nature to go piling in and nick the person. It's good to be above and say, okay guys, don't go rushing in there. You go this side, you go that side. Okay, he's got nowhere to go. Okay, third person, you go in there and arrest him.
Yeah, there's one officer has approached what we believe is all 3 together in the trees. Another officer just coming towards. Keep coming, turn to your right now. Here we've got 3 in custody.
Without the helicopter and its thermal imager, nobody below would know how many they were after.
Yeah, MP India 99, I can confirm we only saw 3 persons leave the vehicle, so that's all accounted for. That's all received.
When you see the ground troops lay hands on him, you can't beat the feeling of getting that arrest.
Hey, resolve.
Lovely old job.
Even though you're detached, you still want to go, yeah, we've got him.
Good stuff. Yeah, a bit of fun.
The Sky Cops are based at a heliport on the edge of Epping Forest. It's now 7 a.m. time for the night crew to call it a day.
It's gone down.
Very nice plane. Thank you.
Yeah, go on. London Sky Cops fly around the clock 7 days a week. It's not all about thief catching though. The helicopters must be looked after properly.
We wash the duty aircraft twice a week, Sunday mornings and Wednesdays. Today being a Thursday is because the aircraft was fairly busy yesterday. You know, the bugs that we pick up when we're flying around on the windscreen just cuts down the visibility. We need to see what we're doing, and the camera equipment obviously needs to be kept clean so that the evidence is not spoiled.
London has 3 of these choppers, each cost £5 million. And there's a long line of Metropolitan police officers who want to fly in them. Today, wannabe Sky Cops are facing flight tests to see if any of them are good enough to become air observers. And the pressure's on.
I am nervous, very nervous. I've got absolutely no flying experience whatsoever, so it's going to be a new experience for me going up in the helicopter. But it is exciting, and it is something you don't get to do every day, so I'll give it my best shot and see how I get on.
PC Bearman is one of hundreds who applied to fill just 2 vacancies in this air support unit. The final 5 have been under assessment for months. PC Miller is used to pressure. He drives fast police cars in North London as part of a rapid response team.
See yourself in. Nervous. I was quite apprehensive about wondering if I'll be able to work in the environment of a helicopter. I've never flown in a helicopter before in my life.
We've tested them on the ground as best we can. We've tested aptitude, but there's no substitute for actually getting them in the aircraft, using the cameras, using the maps, and actually being in that environment.
Miller will have to convince Sergeants Brandon and Hutchison that he's fit for purpose. A video record's being kept too.
Okay, if you'd like to zoom in on the top of the gherkin, that's good. Right, what I'd like you to do now, please, is put the quad on screen, pressing the fit button down on the left. So if you look at the screen,
Yep.
you can work out exactly where we are now and what direction we're heading. The map is always north up. So what direction are we heading?
We're heading south at the moment, we're heading in the wrong direction.
Exactly, so you need to talk us as to which way we need to go.
Okay. It's in a northerly direction, so we're going to need to turn the aircraft around.
We're looking at spatial awareness, navigation, camera work, their ability to listen to instructions and listen to radios and follow instruction. So you add all of those sort of skills together and you come up with a series of tasks that becomes progressively more complex.
Yeah, I did expect it to be quite intense, and it definitely lived up to that. So.
Okay, that's us all done.
Okay. Chris, if you want to start your systems we talked about earlier, so the cards are out. Cards are out. Mapping on, good.
Back in the flight test chopper, another wannabe is facing the sergeants. PC Air is a firearms officer, more used to carrying guns than maps.
Can you direct the pilot to take us to the roundabout of the junction of the M11 and the A406, North Circular Road, which is on page 102?
On page 102, well.
And if you can't use an A to Z and use it quickly, you're unlikely to make the grade as a Sky Cop.
Possibly turn on to east. Follow the 406. Eastbound.
Meanwhile, a second helicopter, call sign India 99, is out on patrol over East London. But things are quiet.
That's an offence down there, look, 4 o'clock, that pink Micra.
Oh dear, hairdressers.
In the front observer position is PC Banning, a rookie. 12 months ago, he was being given the once-over.
The actual process of selection is extremely stressful. I particularly hated it. You can see the sweat beads, you can see them panicking. But it is worthwhile, and now the sense of achievement that I've got now being part of the team up here is immense.
Back at Lippett's Hill, PC Bearman is starting her flight test, and a first-time go at using the heli-telly.
Okay, what I want you to do now is, using the button that's marked Vic, change the camera to the spotter scope. And you'll see that's it. Now try and keep it on the card, focus it up to see if we can read the registration number.
Yeah.
For her, the pressure's really on.
Can you give me the name of that estate, please?
Yes. Got the park. Is it as detailed as Barnes Court?
So look at your map and look at what you can actually see out the window.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're before the M11.
The flight test for many is their first ever flight in a helicopter, and that certainly adds to the pressure and adds to the nerves. But what we're looking to do is see whether they can cope with that pressure, stay calm and focused.
I found it hard. I did find it very hard. Oh yeah, I lost my bearings on more than one occasion.
I can't hover over that junction for you at the moment, so I'm going to have to keep going in little circles at the moment.
Okay, sorry, the Orchard Estate, I was too far north.
Oh, that's fine.
I was very disappointed because I didn't feel that I did as well as I wanted to.
PC Behrman believes she's flunked the test completely.
Well, Anna did very well. She had very high expectations of herself, and when things didn't quite go to plan, I think she, in her own mind, felt that she'd let herself down.
I'm right, actually. I had to go and compose myself because I was a little bit upset. It didn't go quite as well as I hoped.
Her examiners are sympathetic, but unmoved.
We've got very limited resources, limited number of flying hours and a limited amount of time in which to train someone, and we need to try and determine whether within that time and within those resources this person has a realistic chance of passing the course.
Sorry.
Have been delayed. Even with 3 helicopters, it's not always possible to keep them all in the air at the same time. A job for the unit's team of 9 engineers.
It's a very rewarding job. You take a lot of satisfaction in what you do. You've got to be on the ball all the time. You can't have bad days really. You've got to have the integrity as well. If you do make a mistake, to put your hand up straight away and say, no, that's not right. You can't let something go. You can't let them go flying if something's not right.
For the last 2 wannabe Sky Cops, the delay hasn't been long enough. Navigation is not PC Stanley's strong point.
A few dogs straight in front of us, there's a white building straight in front.
Sorry Matt, I can see loads of
Sorry,
yeah. Straight ahead.
Okay, straight ahead there's a... my map's gone. Is there any reason why my map's gone?
You got one there.
Alright, no worries.
He's struggling, and the sergeant seemed to know it.
Press the wrong button again.
What I'd like you to do now, please, is take us to junction 24 of the M25.
Okay, junction 4.
PC Stanley is lost already.
Now you should have the railway line there. There's the good.
Yeah, A406 is on our left-hand side.
I had a few problems. I mean, when you're busy looking down at maps, suddenly get disorientated where you are, trying to point out where we've just been flying over, and then trying to find it again on the map. Quite difficult, and plus at the same time sometimes the aircraft is in quite a steep bank and your stomach seems to be going somewhere, so it's been there was a few problems like that, but hopefully I managed to bring them back.
Last up is PC Brandon, another police fast response driver from North London. Brandon can read maps okay, but is facing possibly his worst nightmare. Earlier in the selection process, he let slip that he has a fear of flying.
It's not my favourite activity. I love flying since I was a kid, but as I've grown older, I've sort of become a bit more fearful of it. It's a case of whether my nerves are going to get the better of me.
If you look out to the left of the aircraft now, you'll see a collection of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tower blocks.
Yeah.
Okay, can you give me the name of that housing estate, please?
The Orchard Estate.
Okay.
Spot on. Anyone got a drink? Jack Daniels.
Once again, the sergeants go for the jugular. Captain Roberts has been told to show PC Brandon just what this helicopter can do.
This is the one, isn't it?
No, I really don't like this bit. That's really going for my head.
Well, this is what we do all the time.
I'm sure you do.
The secret is to look out, okay?
Okay. You're trying to make me feel sick, aren't you?
No, you're coping too well, so I'm turning you over now.
It's no good having a Skycop who can't take fast turns and bad
I've
weather.
got my pencil, John, if you need it later on.
Right. I'll do that now. This is the one you like.
No, I don't like that. This is the bit I really... oh, God, that's awful.
You got your pencil back yet?
Got
yeah,
my
I've got
pencil,
it.
thanks. Right, where are we, Matt?
Where are we, Matt? I think it's really important, Matt, because this is what we do every day. So you need to know for your own mind whether you can deal with this.
No, fair enough.
You know, if you feel uncomfortable during this, then seriously, this is not the job for you.
Okay.
I wanted Matt to see what the aircraft does on a real job, and I wanted us to get an opportunity to see how he reacted.
It's been a tough flight, and for PC Brandon, a final one.
Whilst he was very, very comfortable and very competent, in fact, as a potential air observer, my concerns about the risks of him not sticking with the job mean that I'm not going to invite him back for interview.
The sergeants have also failed PC Stanley, but 3 have passed their flight tests. PCs Miller, Air, and, to her great surprise, PC Behrman.
Her performance was nowhere near as bad as she believed it was. And we've invited her back for an interview. We wouldn't have done that if we didn't think she was trainable as an air observer.
The 3 PCs face 2 more weeks of examination and assessment, but only 2, if any, will become Skycops. It's 7 p.m. The night shift's on, and tonight there are worries about the visibility, this unit's biggest enemy.
Just had a quick look at the weather there. They're down to about 3 Ks over Heathrow at the moment.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay, I won't drive you well. We'll just do a quick debrief then.
All right.
Forecast cloud and rain could ground the Skycops.
Yeah, so it's visibility that's coming down really. That's going to be what causes the problem later.
Already they are needed to help with a car crash.
Been a fatal accident on the M25.
But the conditions are changing fast.
How about you? I think that's looking a bit grim. Yeah, I'm going back down again.
Clouds are too low. They've tried to lift. If you look at the incident on the cloud monitor, it's showing that it is within limits, but it's not always accurate, and it's always down to the pilot.
As soon as we lifted above the trees, you could see, well, you couldn't see what was the problem. So it was an easy decision to come back down again, discretion being the better part of valour. But it was worth a try, at least we got to see what the weather was like. But it is annoying, it was close to limits, but it's looking like a miserable night. I don't think we'll be doing much else.
London Skycops can lose as much as 3 weeks a year due to poor visibility. By morning, the weather is worse, but the visibility is okay. Just.
This weather's isn't it? Not good.
Today's first mission is a vital one. There's violence on the streets of London. Riot police have been deployed to deal with what looks like a full-scale riot. But this is a training exercise. An unusual and important one. For the first time since the suicide bomb attack on London of July the 7th, 2005, London's 3 emergency services are practicing working together during a major incident.
There's a real realisation that we need to practice responding to critical incidents in London where we have to speak with the ambulance service, the fire service. We all have different priorities when we arrive at an incident such as a bomb.
When the 7/7 bombings took place, police, fire and ambulance found themselves under greater pressure because they couldn't communicate with each other properly.
There There was more than one scene of critical incident, great confusion. The key major problem was communication, and if you can't communicate, you can't really do anything.
And that's where London Sky Cops come in.
9999 from Nasher.
Go ahead, over.
Can you just let me know when you put the call into control of what you've seen?
Yeah, it's all received. We are downlinking.
For the first time, India 99's heli-telly is being used to downlink pictures of this mock attack to commanders on the ground armed with special mobile video receivers, enabling senior officers to see right into the heart of the riot.
What was happening was there was fires breaking out. There was a riot going on, and with our downlink capability, we're giving them real-time updates. It's a useful tool.
The Sky Cops will show them things they wouldn't normally be able to see.
An urgent message, we have a male in distress on the roof of a building.
It's all received, it just picked up on your monitor. Thanks so much, unit deployed, over.
Today's training exercise is also the first time a police officer has coordinated fire and ambulance as well as police. He's called a Silver Commander.
Right, so that's 6 things that we've got running now. My role today is based upon the information that's coming in. We know what we want to achieve, which is obviously a peaceful outcome and a return to normality. And my role is to work out how we're actually going to do that.
The Silver Commander is being pressurised and tested to see how he copes with the various crises thrown at him.
Please. Right, okay, we'll let you know.
There's a fire in the house below. Control, receiving India 99. The building that the person in distress is on the roof of, the ground floor at the rear of the premises is a fire.
The air support unit really gives an overview of what's going on. It gives you a very clear picture of who's where, because the information you're receiving from the officers on the scene can be a little bit disparate and a little bit detached, and you pull that together with the feeds particularly that you're getting and the commentary you're getting from the air support unit. It gives you a really clear picture of what's going on in real time. The man on the roof, High Street.
Still tended that.
That's still being dealt with? Yep. Right, we've still got sporadic disorder as far as we're concerned.
Yeah, Golf 150.
Without the heli-telly pictures, the commanders would have no idea how much danger the man is in.
Yeah, there's the fire engines there. Yeah, they're waiting to get the secure area for them. That is useful to show them what's going on.
This riot might be make-believe, but so too are the streets of London it is taking place in. This is a brand new purpose-built Metropolitan Police training complex, which cost over £15 million and rivals any Hollywood film set.
We've got tube trains, we've got a train, we've got part of an aeroplane, we've got part of a stadium, loads of street scenes and buildings mocked up for various things that you'd see on any general area in London or parts of London on the surrounds.
Oh, look, there's another man. Yeah, you need to put that on. You've got a man down on the roof there.
But, as in every movie, there's always a moment less convincing than the rest.
He's wearing the blue overalls and I'm wearing the overall.
Nevertheless, the rescue will be taken seriously, just like the real thing.
You need to tell him now, don't you, that you've spotted something else. Throw it into the pot, Simon, as we would do in reality. Silver, receiving India 99.
It can never feel entirely real, because obviously there aren't real people going to be hurt, there isn't property going to be damaged, people aren't in real danger. But when you actually start getting solid into the exercise, then a degree of reality certainly creeps into it.
Hold on! I'm holding on, mate! Really tired now!
We don't take it lightheartedly, and I think we all get into our roles fairly quickly and almost switch onto autopilot and start doing it as you would do it on the day.
9999 receiving. Just going over the edge now, over.
He is safe. He's safe.
After 8 hours, the state of anarchy is over.
You learn from those training exercises so you can do it correctly in a safe way when it comes to the real thing.
In South London, teenagers on mopeds are terrorising the residents of Croydon.
They've just ridden down Watney's Road. They should be coming out the other end, Croydon Road, any moment.
Victor Whiskey from 99, if I can come in. I think I've got these two mopeds. They're northbound, common backside west.
The youngsters have no idea they're being tracked by a police helicopter.
Been pulling wheelies.
Unfortunately, they don't seem to realise the dangers that they're in and what danger they put other members of the public.
These two bikes are split up. One's left behind near Grove Road.
Police cars on the ground are following, but these bikes are too fast and too dangerous.
One's going eastbound up towards Leonard Road.
For the captain of India 99, this is an important job. It's the first time he's had to follow terrors on bikes.
Very exciting moment. I've done all that training in the new helicopter, and this was my very first job, so adrenaline was running, and I didn't want to mess it up.
Guys, just to let you know, the business come down a bit.
There's a temporary loss at the moment. Stand by. It's gone into an address. I'll give you the address. Stand by.
Yeah, you got it on the map.
The one we followed, the one doing the wheelies, headed for home, which is quite handy for us because once he gets home, he's got nowhere to go. I can only assume he didn't know we was following him.
Yeah, units from 99 that are in the garden. There are people in. The suspect was seen to go in the rear door.
But there's a problem. The woman who's answered the door of the house says her son's not been out all day.
I expected them to make a few inquiries and maybe arrest someone, but quite soon there was obviously a bit of ruckus going on. A suspect or PC almost came tumbling out the front door, and I thought something's going on here which isn't too good.
We've got 2 detained. We've got 2 others and a dog here though, so if we can have at least another 2 units down, please.
Yeah, that's all received. I've got your visual out the window. We've got you on camera.
Good job, boys. Well done.
Like it.
Good job.
Thank you for your time. Our tasking is now complete.
It was a nice little job, and obviously we had a good result at the end of it. It was one of relief, I think, that I'd managed to sort of survive my first job without causing too many problems.
The Sky Cops are based on the outskirts of London at Lippets Hill, home to 15 police officers who are air observers in the unit.
99 Lima, we've been asked to go to Elephant Castle, page 162.
One of them is PC Cole. Today, his feet are firmly on the ground, working the control tower, waiting for two-wheel terrors.
With a number of bikes in the park area. However, we're looking for a motorcycle, no rear index plate.
Because you're an observer, you know what the crew needs in terms of information for a job. You can sometimes even second guess what the request is going to be. So you can be looking up addresses, getting map references, which then allow the crew to get to a job a lot quicker than them having to scan through the mapping system in the aircraft.
It doesn't take long. 2 robbers have broken into a house and escaped on motorbikes. Police on the ground have lost them.
West, up, northeast, good to go.
India 99, PS 82. The one we're after is the black and black coats, blue moped, no rear index plate.
Black on black blue moped received.
Yeah, please do.
No rear index plate. Got that.
Working the Sky Cops camera on this mission is front seat observer PC Arnold.
I'm going to stay in the park because I keep coming through there.
Yeah, on the day in.
It's not always the camera which gives the game away. Captain Sutton has a good view too.
Yeah, right across the park towards us. Into the estate now.
Sutton has been flying the Sky Cops for 2 years.
He's going right into a house beside the red. He's off the bike, he's legged it. Go right a bit, fire. Just in there, in that gap, between the first and second houses. There's the bike, and there's the Evans.
I've flown helicopters in the military, I did some police work, I've flown airliners out of Heathrow. With experience, you're able to spend that little bit more time looking out rather than looking in. Then the chance of picking up something that's going on that's unusual is increased.
What are they doing in there?
Yeah, we've got 2 lads. They're going into a house. The ones with the trial bike.
And that's got no rear index.
Yeah.
And they're about to hide underneath that tarpaulin.
Yeah.
The description of the riders fit the burglary report.
One unit can make themselves free to speak. But they put the bike under the blue tarpaulin at the back of the garden.
It was good to pick up on them before they got to the premises in which they secreted the bike, because obviously had we been 30 seconds behind, then the bike would have been out of our view.
We're just trying to find some identification marks on it, and I'll do a check, but this is an off-roader. I don't think an off-roader was involved in the burglary, so this is probably not.
It may be the wrong bike, but it shouldn't be on the road.
Yeah, from 99, that's all received. We're going to carry on, have a look around, see if we can pick up any of the other mopeds concerned in the original incident.
While the ground cops hand out summonses, the sky cops must try again.
90 right, low, straight, going towards us now. That's it.
Silver one. He looks alright. Single rider.
Looks alright, does he? Okay, you happy with that then?
Quebec Kilo 21, it's a call.
Meanwhile, back at Lippets Hill, PC Cole is watching telly. The heli telly, downlinked by microwave from India 99.
They had one near Brent Cross and one up near Totteridge now as well. I can be sat there in the control room and effectively almost be like a fourth crew, and I can then talk them into something I've seen or just help with the general job that they're doing.
Well, there's actually a third one, and that one's 2 up.
That's got no rear number plate, is it?
That's got to be alloy. I saw the dash is smashed up.
Near the street, 2 up, no number plate.
It's instinct more than anything, with a smidge of luck that you look out the window and what you're looking for is there. Occasionally, you might have the wrong one, but probably 8 times out of 10, you're looking for a specific thing, and your instinct tells you that's the one.
He's gone under that canopy.
Gone under that canopy.
He's in there somewhere.
Currently a stop and loss visual at Holden Avenue. There's one out on foot.
Where?
Gone under the tree, possibly. Going down the footpath to the right. MB India 99, no, we've got locals on foot.
Good one, nice tackle. Fantastic, 90 right.
This one's detained.
Don't know how we're going to get the other one. No, good spot there, Louis.
We need somebody to go to off court, which is where they took the bike into. We've only seen one come out.
To get good evidence, I directed the officers back to the bike, which was stolen, so they've now matched the motorcycle and the suspect together.
Well, we got the driver, haven't we? And we got the bike.
We got the bike and the rider.
And the helmets.
And the helmets.
You're just trying to help out because they're going to be at full capacity. But if the crew are on a really good job, then you do wish you were up in the aircraft.
In the heart of London, a demonstration is underway. Not motorbikers, anti-Iraq war protesters intent on marching on Parliament. At their base, the Sky Cops have been called on as air cover in case the demo turns nasty.
Winds from 2607 knots, greater than 10 k's visibility, scattered at 3,500 feet. So it's quite a stable situation over the whole area.
Okay guys, we are going to be heavy.
Nothing out to the west, nothing over the top.
In a secret control centre, senior police officers are monitoring the demo with the help of heli-telly. Sergeant Gleeson is the Sky Cop in charge.
The main purpose of us policing a demonstration like that is to give the overall picture to the ground commanders that are controlling all the resources that police these events, certainly to give them crowd dynamics, areas of potential problems.
Just have a little look in the vicinity of the London Eye.
Flying over central London is a piece of cake for the air observers, but a nightmare for pilot Chris Daly.
There's a temptation to get down low because you can see the action, but you've got to remain high so that you can look out for obstructions. You've got to not only watch what the aircraft is doing, what the observers are talking about and what they want, but you do have to make an effort to maintain a broader view of things, and that's a skill.
Roger, Dodge.
To give you a heads up guys, if we do listen engine, we are looking at somewhere to land gracefully. That's not going to be a medium.
there.
Yeah.
This is back guard.
Yeah. She really would freak out, but
yeah, just up there. Oh, can you downlink the quad? Can you?
Yep.
It's Sergeant Gleason's job to get the Sky Cops into the right place at the right time. That means demo hotspots.
Steve, if you can go to Parliament Square, get into a hole for me.
Steve, what's going on, mate? It's over there. Over there, yeah.
Oh, it's on the move, it's on the move.
It's off.
They're going to walk from Trafalgar Square to Downing Street and that's it.
Yeah. There's going to be some more tight turns on the north
Permission
side.
for this demo was only given this morning. The police haven't had much time to prepare, and marching on Parliament is now against the law.
Situation can become very fluid, out of control, and if you're not on the ball, you're left standing and the controllers on the ground are asking for information which you cannot provide.
If you go right a bit, Louis, there's a sort of little subgroup there just outside number 10, up there.
Have a look at them. Who's that in the middle?
Oh, he's a Guantanamo Bay victim. This is... Oh, they're forming another cordon. Is that protesters trying to get through there now or something? On the left-hand side, down there.
Yeah, they've got to sit down in middle of Parliament. Steve, we're just on the phone to Lima.
This is what the police feared. Protesters upping the ante.
None ahead.
No, tighter in slightly on
Parliament Square.
Okay, guys. Come down, that's it in there. Down a little bit, down a little bit, down a little bit.
It's all starting to kick off now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tempers are starting to froze when it's gone.
We were focusing on one or two individuals who were becoming very agitated and having a go at the police. So we can, in a way, get very personal with people through the camera, and we can see their emotions. So you can actually get a feel, the vibe for what's actually happening on the ground.
Police have lost it, strangely enough, because there's no room to put the ball in. So much for the law that says they can't march on Parliament.
Yeah.
As the demo fizzles out, India 99 is free to resume the search for terrors on two wheels.
Hopefully people know that we're using all the technology we can to fight crime on the streets and make people feel safe, even though it's not always welcome, a noisy helicopter buzzing above your head. If nothing happens and the event passes off safely for everyone who's there, then it's been a policing success.
In South London, a special crime unit has been set up to target bikers who rob and burgle.
We use the ASU in planned operations where we target certain areas, but also we use them when we're out on the streets. It's very difficult for us to pursue mopeds, whereas with the ASU, they can track it and keep an eye on it until such time as it's abandoned, and hopefully we've got a unit in the area who can pick it up.
PC Jim Horan has been a ground cop for 25 years. He's witnessed the massive increase in crime committed on bikes.
We've had lots of instances where you'll have two suspects on a moped and ride up on the pavement and snatch at someone's handbag. You know, sometimes they are quite violent, and even when we've got behind them, knowing that they've just committed a robbery, we can't keep up with them.
PC Horan isn't having a good day. Minutes ago, he spotted a stolen bike, but already he's lost it in traffic.
Gone. Can't see them. I don't know which way they went.
The Lewisham Crime Unit aren't only worried about the amount of bikes crime. It's getting more violent and more dangerous.
The criminal fraternity now know that they can get away from us if they're on high-powered bikes, and they'll steal these bikes and then use them to transport drugs and guns across the capital, knowing that they've got far less chance of being stopped.
India 99, receiving India Lima.
Part of the crime crackdown is India 99. Its crew will help Lewisham's undercover officers as they try to track the criminals.
X-ray India 99. Well, I've had you above for the next 10 minutes on high-vis patrol. Get your super task complete, Desna?
Yeah, that's
The crime team have found the stolen moped PC Horan lost earlier. chase is back on.
All right, it's coming our way.
Also heading PC Horan's way is India 99 with PC Chard as the backseat tactical commander.
India 99.
There we go. Left. I put it left.
Don't feel where there's a chase going on.
To the blues. This main road is ahead of the blues. Right to left.
I've got a bike, yeah.
MP India 99, we've got this bike in sight. If I can have a radio silence a second, I'll give you the location. It's Verdant Lane, northbound.
The helicopter is now above the bike, and it should be coming out at this junction.
Coming up to a junction.
It's on this road, so let's see where he's coming. There he goes.
Because these guys go up on pavements and along alleyways, and it's left, right, and it's hard work working the camera, but they still don't get away.
Confirm that he's wearing a helmet, have you ever?
Pursuing criminal bikers is almost impossible, and PC Chard's mission is to ensure no one gets hurt.
If I can ask all the blues to pull back, please. I don't want to push this guy.
Oh, we're just pulling back here because this bloke's, he will have an accident otherwise. If you know the helicopter's there, it's great. You can hold back. They can take over the pursuit. They can watch it from up in the sky, and they can guide you to where it eventually comes to a halt.
That's all received.
PC Horan is driving to plan. Hang back. Pounce when the biker stops. But this terror has other ideas. A housing estate.
It's a right line into Franklin Close, and down into...
Right, helicopter's above still. We're balked here.
Onto a pathway in this state. Still on the pathways through this state.
As good as we are, we still need the ground units to be in the vicinity. And on that particular occasion, the unmarked unit following was balked by a bollard along an alleyway. These guys are quite clever. They know where the alleyways are, which cars can't get down.
Police!
All we could do really was keep the commentary going, so that they knew the up-to-date position of the bike.
Okay, I've lost him now.
There's a little tunnel running in underneath there.
Did he get off the bike?
He's on the tunnel.
There's a decam. Stand by.
Have a decam.
Right, this is where he's just dumped the bike. I'm not exactly sure where.
Stand by for the name of the tower block.
The electronic mapping system in 99 not only gives the Sky Cops street names, but the actual name of housing blocks, and even individual house numbers.
Harmon House and Pelican House. Harmon House and Pelican House. Last seen under the stairwell between them two blocks.
My concern then is making sure that I cover all the exits, so we had to go into quite a tight orbit to make sure we were seeing front and back in case he did make a run for it and we missed him. But we were 100% sure that he hadn't moved.
He hasn't come out.
That's all received. Papa 3, Papa 3, Papa 1, Papa 1.
He's gone into this tower block and the bike's been abandoned just in there. So we're going to get a dog van down here and hopefully we'll be able to get a track. But if he's got out at a different floor, it'd be difficult.
There's nothing more the crew of India 99 can do.
Good stuff.
Yeah, a bit of fun.
That went on for a bit.
Alright, let's head back towards Blackheath.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, PC Horan and Co must turn to the police dog teams for help. Horan's day has just got worse.
The dog's tracked, but there's so many different alleyways here that he could have gone anywhere, to be honest.
No body, unfortunately, so he was obviously in that block of flats somewhere, which can be quite frustrating because you've managed to stick with him and chase him right to that point, and you really do want to see a result at the end of it.
It hurts when they get away. You do get a sinking feeling in your stomach, but that's life.
The man doing wheelies on the bike in South London was arrested, but no further action was taken. His brother, who tried to stop him being arrested, accepted a police caution. who stole the Fiat Punto and led 3 police forces across 2 counties into East London was found to be in breach of a court order and was sent to prison for 5 months. After recovering from the flight tests...
Okay, if you'd like to zoom in on the top of the gherkin.
2 of the 3 wannabe Sky Cops were offered jobs on the unit: PC's Miller,
Time Warp,
and Bearman.
Enjoy that.
I'm counting down the days. Not many shifts left. I am very excited to be coming up here.